welcome to the last day of Digital Citizenship Week. This is the last section of the ISTE standard. Students manage their personal data to maintain digital privacy and security and are aware of data collection technology used to track their navigation online. So I would just like to remind you about the difference between active and passive data. Active data is left intentionally. These are like the pictures that you post when you check in somewhere. Passive data is unintentional. It's stuff that is gathered with trackers and other analytical devices whenever you are on the World Wide Web, and you might not necessarily know that they're taking this data from you. I would like to look at a couple of apps that I know are very popular apps. So the first one is Instagram. It says, by signing up, you agree to our terms and privacy policy. So when you sign up, you're saying, yes, I've read them, maybe, kind of, and I understand them and I agree to them. So these are the terms of use for Instagram in teeny tiny print and a whole lot of them. And then they yell at you with caps here. Okay, and now here is the privacy policy. So it says that you agree to the terms and the privacy policy. So I would like us to look at the rights under the terms of service for Instagram. So let's look and see what it says. Instagram does not claim ownership of any content that you post on or through the service. Instead, you hereby grant to Instagram a non-exclusive, fully paid and royalty-free, transferable, sub-licensable worldwide license to use the content that you post on or through the service, subject to the service's privacy policy available here. So you are granting them. That's what it says when you agree that you have read the terms of service and the privacy setting. I would also like us to look at Snapchat. So it says the rights that you grant us. Many of our services let you create, upload, post, send, receive. When you do that, you retain the right of ownership in the content you begin with, but, it's the key word, you grant us license to use that content. How broad that license is depends on which services you use and the settings you have selected. We call story submissions that are set to be viewable by everyone, as well as content you submit to crowdsourced services, including our story public content. For all content you submit to the services other than public content, you grant Snap Incorporated and our affiliates and their affiliates a worldwide royalty-free, sub-licensable, and transferable license to host, store, use, display, reproduce, modify, adapt, edit, publish, and distribute that content. That's the rights that you are granting Snapchat under rights that you grant us in this terms of use that you agree to whenever you create an account. I had asked you to send me some sites that you frequent a lot, and while I won't be able to do this on all of them, I just want to kind of show you passive data that is taken from you when you browse on the internet. So I use a service, it's called Blur. It's a paid service. It encrypts my username and password. It blocks trackers. And I want to go to New York Times because a lot of you said you use New York Times. Right now, when I'm not on the website, there's 0 trackers that are being blocked. But I'm going to click now and go to New York Times and let's watch. And we can see how many trackers are being blocked by Blur. So when you go to the New York Times without a blocker, all of these sites are tracking everything that you're doing on this website. They track how long you stay on a page. They track where you click, which sections you're going to. So all 14 of these trackers are used by New York Times. So all of this goes back to managing your personal data, maintaining your digital privacy with privacy settings, which we didn't really talk about, but I think you know how to do that, and being aware of data collection. So this is the last section of Digital Citizenship Week. I hope that you have learned a little bit and that it will help you to become a good, productive digital citizen. Be safe online. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.